Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Robert Hollis Jr. here, and also Matthew Hollis with the Wednesday night Unlimited Profits Q&A. Super excited to do this with everybody. I love doing this every week, not only to make sure that we provide support and answer all the questions out in the field, but also get a chance to meet everybody out there. I know we have a lot of new people joining, and it's a place that you can always come and say hi to the master distributor and also the top producer of Unlimited Profits. So really, this is designed for a few different ways. Of course, if you're brand new with the system or maybe been with us for a while and you're running into some questions, whether people are asking you questions or you want to know what to do to move forward or to help with your business, you can always jump on here and get advice exactly what to do. Of course, the other reason, which I think is a very unutilized reason for this show, is for people that are brand new that haven't signed up yet. They may have watched the company overview from last night. They're excited to get started, but they just have some questions, before they move forward. And that's completely understandable. And believe it or not, there's been a lot of people that's joined Unlimited Profits purely on the fact of how much support that we provide here. There's a lot of mentoring systems out there. There's a lot of personal coaches and programs. And a lot of them, once you sign up, really all you get is emails asking you to buy the next thing. You never have personal contact with anybody. And this is a place where they can jump on, see that they have communication and support. And that really helps people make a decision to move forward. And of course, every single week we have leaders that jump on that are making well above a full-time income because they always know that you can learn something. So you might not have questions right now, but questions might come up in the future that you might have, and you can hear how we answer that. So with that said, on the event page, I'm going to go ahead and post the link that you guys can join live now. I'm just going to put it very simple. Hold on. Click the link to join. Click the link below to join us live. And we'll go ahead and get started here. So if you're watching this video, click the link below on the event page. If you're watching this from roberthollis.tv, you can go to the Unlimited Profits, either the pro page or the regular page, and find the link there as well. So with that said, I see we have very few viewers on, and that's okay. When we first started doing this, we used to get full. Sometimes these Q&As would last an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. And as we keep tweaking the system and getting more duplication and more success within Unlimited Profits, the questions just keep getting smaller and smaller. And I think that's a positive thing, but we always want to continue to do this to make sure you guys know that you have a place to always come and get the questions to your answers. So, answers to your questions. So with that said, I know we got Matthew on here. We got a few viewers that are climbing up. Mr. Scott Kloster jumped on. How you doing, brother?
If I was doing any better, there'd be 20 of me.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So thank you so much for jumping on, brother. You got any questions for us?
Yeah, I actually do. I already know the answer to this, but I want to just, for example, what do you do when people tell you no?
Move on. Yeah, I know that's a very, very short answer, but guess what? Professionals sort and amateurs sell. I can always really tell how successful somebody is, or if they really understand marketing, because of course, I'm sure, just like a lot of you guys, you get pitched on 100 deals and everybody's got the new shiny thing. And when I tell people, listen, I'm not interested, I'm focused on what I'm doing, and they immediately start coming up with, well, you should really do this and should really do this. I just know that they don't understand how to be a marketer. The more time that you waste with people that say no, you're just honestly wasting time. See, I know a lot of people out there sometimes feel that, if they have somebody like, let's say, Matthew Hollis, oh my gosh, if he joined this business, I know he would just blow it up, and there's got to be something I can say or do to get him to look at it, and they immediately try to get him on a three-way or a Google Hangout with their upline, and guess what? It's just a waste of time, because even if I could, quote-unquote, close somebody, that would mean that they weren't excited to join in the first place. Matthew's somebody that I'm going to have to reclose a week from now, or reconvince why I should continue to move forward a month from now. And honestly, it's just a waste of people's time. So if people say no, guess what? There's billions of people on Facebook. There's millions of people just like you with your same personality that are looking for an opportunity. Just move on. Every second you waste with somebody that you're not talking with somebody new is, bottom line, just a waste of time. So, you know, if anything, when you say no, you don't have to be mean. You don't have to. That's the other thing when, you know, hey, I'm not interested. Well, fine, whatever. You're stupid anyways. You know, don't do that. You know, I always, you know, I'm in phase 1 right now. I'm talking to new people every day. You know, at least, you know, 20 plus people new every single day. And when somebody says no, I simply say, listen, Scott, awesome. You know, I respect your decision. You know, I'd love to stay in communication with you because you never know what's going to happen in the future. And I wish you the most success and blessings in the future. I'd love to stay in contact. You know, because now they remember you as somebody who is respectful, somebody who didn't try to close them. And hey, guess what? You know, if something happens in the future where they're open-minded, they might think of you because you were nice and respectful to them. So, long answer to a very simple question, but hopefully that helped you out, Scott.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree. It's like they say no, you just still have to, like, still have a relationship, because then later down the line, they might be like, oh my God, this guy Scott Kloster posted this amazing thing. What's he up to? Oh, and then they decide to be a pro member or do another avenue that you're doing. So
perfect.
I'm glad that you said that. You know, like, you got to just keep going and talking to that same person. They'll just ignore them. You know,
yeah.
They'll always come back.
Yeah, and one thing that I always do is, you know, my dad always says in the training that it's all about relationships. You know, if it is somebody that, you know, like a Scott Kloster or a Matthew or a Melody that you know is a really good superstar, you know, just continue to stay in contact with them. You know, like their photos, make comments on their posts, stay in touch with them, and they're always going to be in communication with them. And, you know, guess what? I've been a marketer, you know, now for over 10 years, and there's people that said no to several opportunities that I've been involved with. But since I stayed in contact with them, since I built a relationship with them, now they're interested in working with me now, you know, 4, 5, 6 years down the road, because we always stayed in contact. So always keep that in mind. Never burn your bridges. If somebody says no, you know, it just means no, not now. You know, in the future, you never know what it holds. I get people all the time. It's like, hey, I'm not interested. Well, you're stupid for not looking at this. Wow, I'll delete and block, you know?
Exactly. And I want to say thanks, Matthew, for always being there and always jumping on. And whenever I need assistance, you're always there. He's like the quickest one. It's like, who do I go to first? Matthew. And then I'll message Matthew, and then it's like he's already on top of it. So I want to give it back up to Matthew for all the stuff you help us out with. So I really appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No problem. All right.
Anybody wants to give me praise while you're on here, please go ahead.
No.
Well,
thank you so much, Scott. That was a great question, my friend. So the next person I want to bring on is Melody. My gosh, I can't believe you're on this thing. I guess all the prayers and love and healing that we sent out to you today, I guess must be working. Totally wasn't expecting you on here, but thank you for blessing us with your presence.
Well, thank you, Robert, and thank you for all those love and prayers and all the sweet messages everybody's sending me. I did come home from the hospital. I had some appointments I committed to, and I'm going back right after this. So if you don't see me for the next couple of days, you know, it's just because I'm not getting your messages. I want to piggyback on what Scott was saying. Yeah, you know, I know, Robert, there were a few people that I knew that I needed to connect with you, only because I think some of the people that I was talking to, they knew you, they knew the reputation of you and your father, and I think they just didn't believe that I really knew you and worked with you every day, you know. So I know there were a couple of times that helped me, but, you know, honestly, you know, when we're trying to convince somebody or we think we need somebody else to talk to them because we might say the wrong thing, it all boils down to you can't say the wrong thing to the right person, right? And so I guess it took me a while to learn that, but now I feel so much more confident, and I love that because I get that from the training and the mentoring here at Unlimited Profits. I absolutely, takes me a while sometimes, but I'm getting it. And Matthew, I love you. I don't even know what we call you. I mean, you wear so many hats. You do so many things for us here at Unlimited Profits. What is your title? Do you have one, or do we need to give you one?
The man.
The man, right.
I don't care. I'm just here to help.
Well, and I love that too, because, you know, really that's what your father is all about, is helping people, and not what we can get out of it, but what we can give. And you and your brother, Robert, you guys are just following right in his footsteps, and you're oozing his awesomeness. So I absolutely love that. And I'm gonna sit here and listen in and kind of put my feet up, but I'll be here.
Awesome, Melody. Well, thank you so much for jumping on, and please get some rest. It'll be okay if you jump off early. We totally understand, and thank you so much for all your support that you do here.
I love you. Thank you.
Thank you. So the next person I saw that jumped on right away was Shirley, all the way from Australia. I know sometimes that your internet connection isn't good, but ever since it looks like you made the move, it's been strong. But I want to make sure, since we have you here, that we have you jump on. So thank you so much for joining us, and what kind of questions do you got for us?
Hi, everybody. You can hear me okay?
Yep.
Excellent. No questions, just wanted to see all your shining faces, and I will jump off so somebody with questions can jump on. Yeah, operating on no sleep, full of adrenaline, life is fantastic, and if it wasn't for my training with Unlimited Profits and meeting your family, I would not be this person that I am today, so totally grateful. And Melody, you look after yourself and be well. Okay, that's it.
Awesome.
Oh, I moved to the laundry, that's where I moved to.
Oh, got it. Well, Shirley, thank you so much for jumping on, and I appreciate you just blessing us as well. So, but yeah, Melody just posted the watch link. So if anybody's on here, I know some people jump on, they get excited, and you know, if you don't have any questions, please, if you can watch there, because we're already maximized for how many people can jump on. So people that do have questions can make sure that they can jump on, and we can also get them done in a timely fashion. So we greatly appreciate that. So with that said, I know everybody is jumping on pretty fast there, so I'm just going to go from left to right. Next person we have is BJ. How are you doing?
I, too, am very blessed. This has been an awesome day. I have a question.
Okay.
First of all, I just noticed the gentleman on the very end. His name is Devon Clark. He is new to Unlimited Profits. Everybody say hi, Devon. I have a question. Because I know they're watching, they're not participating, but they're watching. Someone today wanted to know when the best time to send to you, Junior, the leads that they may have. At what moment in the conversation is the best time to refer that person to you so that you can do live calling to them?
Great question. Now, what's funny about the live lead call, two things. That was originally designed for brand new leads. So somebody that, you know, just logged in, they just filled out their information, and they're just looking at everything. That's, you know, why I set that up is because I feel a lot of people were just so afraid to just call brand new leads in their back office, and everybody, you know, then took that as, oh my gosh, Robert's calling people. I'll send him people that's been in there for weeks. I'll send them, I'll send him leads of people that have already watched the videos and I already have a relationship with. And so it wasn't necessarily designed for that. It was originally designed for, you know, a brand new person. They're excited. They're sharing their affiliate links. They're getting people to look at their information, and oh my gosh, I'm finally getting brand new leads. Now what do I do? So that's why it was designed. Now, with that said, moving forward, I'm probably actually going to throttle back on the live lead calls, because I believe a lot of people are using that as a crutch, meaning that people get brand new leads, they're really excited. Well, instead of, if you listen to my live lead calls, I say you need to call them within 24 to 48 hours. And I feel like a lot of people within Unlimited Profits were going, well, oh my gosh, Robert's calling leads on Monday, so since I got my leads on Tuesday, I'll wait all the way till next Monday so I can send him some leads to call them. So, you know, it was designed to, like I said, to show people what we do, not tell them what to do. So, believe it or not, moving forward, you know, my gosh, I was trying to figure it out. I remember doing those live lead calls, and Melody and Scott were a part of them all the way in Christmas when I was in North Dakota. So, and even in Thanksgiving. So I know I've been doing them for over a year, every Monday for an hour. So what's 12 times 4? So, you know, like 52 hours of me calling leads. So what I honestly think we're going to do, and I've talked to Matthew about this, is go through them, take some of the best ones, you know, even when people are negative or whatever, and edit that down to the best of the best, so it's not just, you know, sometimes a half hour of me leaving voicemails, and put that as one of the videos in the back office. So,
yeah, thank you very much. That's first of all, I wanted them to join the group tonight to get a feel of how it goes and it flows, and to see and introduce everybody. And then I decided, I told them that I would ask the question and you could answer it, and that would probably be the best way. So
yep, cool. Thank you.
Accomplished.
Yep, thank you. And yeah, it's just, you know, one thing I'm going to be throttling back, because I honestly feel like people use it as a crutch. You know, the only way that you can learn to call leads is by doing. It's one of those things that, you know, if Matthew said, listen, I'll teach you how to video edit, you know, you can watch him film all day. You know, you can watch him on the computer for hours and hours and hours. That doesn't make you a good video editor. You got to pick up the camera, and you got to start messing with the program. So, you know, you know, and I've talked with some of the other top leaders, and they're with me on that. So I'm gonna have, you know, maybe a 2-hour or whatever segment of the best live lead calls, including negative people. There was only a few when I did that, and now say, well, there it is. You can study it, and you got to move forward and just start picking up the phone.
Yeah.
But I'll continue to do those in the future, because I love doing them. So a lot of times I'm calling leads, so I might, you know, promote on a Monday as I'm calling leads, and you guys can just jump on and watch me do it live, because if I do it anyways, might as well just turn on the camera, no difference, you know what I mean?
I wonder if you could get like another phone, maybe use Amy's phone and start building your Periscope with live lead calls. Just have people.
Yep.
Just a thought. But
yep.
Anyway. I think I agree with my brother 100%. I mean, there's sometimes it's even like that people would send leads through me to give him, and it was every single week the same people sending me leads. Give these to Junior. Give these to Junior. And I'm like, are you ever gonna like talk to these people yourself? Everybody was always waiting for Junior to talk to their people, and honestly, like it is uncomfortable. I was in that position. Junior was there when I did my first lead call ever. He was sitting right there. I listened to Junior probably call leads for like, I don't know how many hours. How many hours did I sit there listening to you?
We were doing it for like almost a week, so you got at least like 7 hours of me watching me call leads.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not ready. Like, I'm not ready. Just keep calling all these leads for me, because I could get them in, but then I wouldn't call them. He'd just call them for me. And so I was at some point he's like, no, dude, you have to like at some point call them. And he's just doing the same thing that helped me with everybody else. So, I mean, the fact that he's done this many hours of lead calls is just incredible. I mean, I would give him a round of applause if everybody could give him a round of applause, but seriously, like, that many hours of sitting down and calling other people's leads, whether they're a day-old lead or sometimes months. People have given him leads that are months old, and you call them, and it's like, hey, how's it going? Well, what is this? I don't remember it. It was like 3 months ago. But that's like, you know what I mean? So just, yeah, I completely agree with Junior and the rest of the leaders. I mean, you just got to practice it and get used to it. It's something that's uncomfortable at the beginning, but once you get used to it, you see every single person you're calling as a new opportunity. So.
Breaking news. I informed Scott earlier today, but as of today, I resigned from my full-time network marketing position, and I am now 100% committed to Unlimited Profits.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yes.
Well,
okay. That's all I had.
Thank you so much for sharing, BJ. Hopefully that answered your question. And, I'll still be doing them, but not regularly, just so people aren't relied on it anymore.
True. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much, BJ.
Melody, loves and hugs. Get better, dear.
So now as we're moving down the line, we're going to go to, it just shows DL, but I know that's not your name. I'm sorry. It's spacing me. I know we've had a great conversation before. I apologize. Are you there? Looks like you're frozen, actually. Oh, there you go. There it is. Hey, brother, you got to unmute yourself at the very top. There's a little microphone with a line through it. Yeah, still can't hear you. It's if you're on your phone, if you tap your screen, it should be at the top or maybe even the bottom. It looks like a little microphone. There you. Oh, you did it once.
It's Devin.
It's all right.
Hey, there you are. Uh-oh, you keep doing it. Maybe you have to hold your finger actually down on it. I don't know.
Maybe I'm not close enough to the microphone.
Hey, there you go. There you go. How you doing, my friend?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Oh, blessed and highly favored. Thank you for jumping on.
All right. I didn't personally have any questions. I know I just wanted to come on and basically just hear what everything was like and what it's about. I'm a Persian Gulf Desert Storm veteran, but I do really love the training that I have been receiving from BJ, and that's something I'm definitely about, is about mentoring people and helping them to gain progress by way of showing them how things are done. So, wow, it's just phenomenal to me, and I really enjoy it, and hopefully you all will see more from me in the future.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for sharing, and really, you'll get a kick out of this because that's really what Unlimited Profits is designed, is for training. There's a lot of people out there that want to go to war. They want to start their own business, and they want to go out there and network and build a following without getting trained first.
Right.
So that's like somebody saying, listen, I want to protect and serve. I want to be a part of our military. Send me off. And it's like, listen, you got to go through training. I'll figure that out later. Give me a gun and a vest and ship me over there. It's like, what? and honestly, that's why a lot of people fail. There's some people I know personally on this hangout that a year ago, 2 years ago, they were out in the field in the battle without any training, and once they stepped back and took the time to go through this mentorship, now they're like Green Berets and they're just rocking it, man. So, if you look at, what we're doing here with Unlimited Profits, it's like going to boot camp before you start your business, man. So I appreciate you being on, and I know with your background, you follow it, you take notes and implement what we train and keep it simple, and you'll have success just like every one of us have, man. I'm a high school dropout. I've been to jail, and I just practice and learn what my father taught me, and now I've been able to change my life 120, 30 degrees, whatever you want to say it.
All right.
So awesome. Thank you so much for jumping on, my friend. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Awesome. So as we go on here, we got Jaime. How you doing, my friend?
Hi, Robert. How you doing?
Oh, blessed and highly favored, my friend. Thanks for jumping on, brother.
Okay. I have a good question. I have a question. How do you? I'm always trying. I'm trying to like work on myself, but I'm always grounding myself.
But you're always what?
Grounding myself.
Grounding yourself, like sending yourself.
Branding.
Oh, okay.
Is that a good idea or a bad idea?
No, absolutely a good idea. Absolutely. I know my father really promotes people to brand themselves, and I think regardless of whatever you're doing, if you guys go to my my fan page, copthedream.com, or just look up, Robert Hollis Jr., my fan page. You can't find anything on there about a specific business or even about unlimited profits. If you click watch more, you can get to a capture page that says, yes, if you want my information, then you can move forward. But the content that I put out is always generic. It's always about branding and building a following. So, absolutely that's a good idea. As you're learning this information, turn on the camera and share it with the world. So absolutely a great idea. Just like I believe Hannah, she's built a great following because she took the stuff she learned, she recorded it, put it on the internet, and now people want to work with Hannah. There's people that will seek out her not because of unlimited profits, not because of whatever business she's in, it's because somebody saw her videos and go, wow, I want to work with her. So definitely branding yourself and continuing to put videos out there is very, very important. So hopefully that answers your question, Jaime. Awesome. I see you're on mute, so maybe thumbs up.
Yeah, I understand it. Great. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you for jumping on, man. I appreciate it. As we go on here, I know the next person on is Simon. How you doing, my friend? Hey, you're muted as well, brother. If you can unmute yourself, all the way from the UK, man.
Hello.
Hey, brother. How you doing?
Hey.
Thanks for jumping on, man.
That's good. I don't have any questions. I'm just listening in.
Perfect, perfect. Well, thank you so much for jumping on, man. And it's cool to do these. We got people from East Coast, West Coast, and the UK and Australia, man. This is fun stuff. So thank you for jumping on and representing the UK, brother.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot.
Awesome. Thank you, brother. Last but definitely not least here, guys, and we still got a little bit of time. I see we got quite a few viewers. Also as well, guys, as we're answering Donnie's questions here, if anybody's afraid to get on their first live hangout, you can go ahead and type in your questions on the event page, and I'll look back there before we close it out here, but this will be your last chance to jump on before we close it out with Donnie. So how you doing, brother? Thanks for jumping on, my friend.
Did I get it? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, my friend. Yeah. Thanks for jumping on.
Oh, no problem, man. I caught your little message that you were on, and I figured I'd check it out. I'm utilizing this to build another business, but the more I see you, Robert, the more I'm entertaining promoting unlimited profits. I actually even sent someone to a link today. So I'm kind of coming around, man. I enjoy what you guys are doing. I love the training your dad does. I've learned so much. So I really appreciate you guys. It's tremendous what you guys do.
Awesome, Donnie. Well, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. And yeah, there's a lot of people within unlimited profits that are using this to build another company. And kind of what I said with Devin is that there's a lot of people that'll just shove a lot of people in a company and just pray for the best. The whole old theory that, throw the noodles against the wall and some will stick. You know what I mean? And, really what, Unlimited Profits was designed to do is, my father, when he first started way back in the day, he joined with a company, and believe it or not, it was $2,500 to join this company. It was a company called NSA. So Dad maxed out his credit cards, joined, and then went to his mentor and said, well, listen, now what? And he said, you got to get trained. I own a company called Advanced Marketing, and I'm doing a seminar this weekend. It's $500, and if you show up, I'll teach you how to be a millionaire. Now, of course, Dad didn't have the money. If you hear his story, I won't go through the whole thing, but he went to an event with this guy, and there was, I believe, I forget what he said, there was 22 people in the room, and 19 of them became millionaires.
Wow.
So, that's what unlimited profits would be to your traditional business, to close it out. Well, if everybody's listening here, because especially as building another business, and Donnie, I know your background and you have some experience, as I always say that, say you're in phase one, you're excited, you're signing up people left and right, now what do you have to do? It's like most people think the hard part is signing somebody up. That's the easy part. The hard part is Now I got to sit with Donnie and I got to train you. I got to teach you how to pique interest. I got to teach you how to build your list. I got to teach you how to edify. I got to teach you how to use the expert. You know, all these things, hours and hours and hours I spend with Donnie teaching you. And let's be just fair and say maybe 1 out of 20 people actually decide to go to work and do something. So now you can say, listen, Donnie, you know, I really want to help you, and I want to have I want you to have the most success as possible. I'm very fortunate enough to have access to a guy who's taught 45 people to make over $1 million in this industry. I want you to go to this link. The most important thing you can invest in is yourself. Now, if you see that they haven't gone through the check marks of the free training, how much time do you want to spend now with me? It's a sorting tool. Now, if you have somebody that you see goes to the link, they go through all the check marks, they're excited, they upgrade as pro and start going through the pro mentorship, now how much time does Donnie want to spend with Robert?
Oh, yeah. And that's what I love about you guys. That's where anyone I bring in the business now, if I'm going to work with you, you're going to go through Unlimited Profits.
Bingo.
As simple as that. Those are the people that are going to be serious. And that's just the way I'm going to approach everyone that wants to do this as a business. Simple as that.
Bingo. So, you know, there's a lot of ways, honestly, that you can utilize Unlimited Profits to grow any business. In my opinion, that's the biggest advantage that somebody can have. Because, you know, before, you guys have to understand, excuse me, the only way to get this mentorship is, A, you had to be involved with the company my father was with at the time, and B, you had to be local. You had to show up to the office. You had to be able to, you know, get to a meeting to listen to my dad. Now, it doesn't matter what company you're with or if you're from UK or Australia or East Coast, man. You can jump in, get your team members trained, and off you go. So, you know, thanks for bringing that up, because that's, you know, in my opinion, why I think Unlimited Profits is so powerful.
Love it. Love you guys, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, Donnie, thank you so much, man. And I see that nobody else has jumped on. Matt, have you looked and see if there's any questions? I haven't seen any on the event page. So, hey, I think it was a great show. I know it's a little short, but hey, I love the better we keep tweaking Unlimited Profits and making it better and better, the Q&As get shorter and shorter, and I think that's a good thing. So, once again, guys, and while everybody's watching, I think a huge undervalued aspect of these Q&As is to get brand new people that are not members yet. You know, they're just on the fence. They have seen a couple of the videos. They maybe have seen the company overview and they're interested, but they're not in. My gosh, hey, would you like to get on a live hangout with the #1 rep in the company and, you know, Black Diamonds and the master distributor, and they can answer your questions? Guys, if you think somebody was on the fence and excited, get them on one of these shows and see how they are afterward. So, guys, I would strongly recommend doing that for the next shows. As we close out, Matthew, anything that you want to add?
No, appreciate everybody that showed up. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody. Everybody have a wonderful and amazing week, and tomorrow will be the pro show. Super excited for that, and love each and every one of you, and we'll see you on the next show. Take care.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks a lot.